It is Friday. Good to have you with us. We got a jam-packed show today. I'm leaving that alone.
That has so much potential. I thought it was going to be Kenny's phrase from yesterday in there. That would have been funny.
Hold on. The this or that Kenny created for the drop tournament this summer.
Yeah, that would have been
stiff
funny.
competition.
Name something your pastor says that you say in the bedroom.
Hit it. No, we don't have it queued up. All right, let's just move along. There. Versus. All right. So, we are going to build off of the show we had yesterday, and we're going to have some fun doing it. But yesterday, we had great response to a topic that I tried to flip the script, Rico. Okay, if you want me to handle the Tigers in a way that is non-East Coast, patience, rebuild, they're not going to be big spenders, okay, and I gave you an offering. Consider it the offering plate. You didn't have to put money in. I know at David's church, they pressure you to do it. But see, at my church of trades, we don't pressure anyone. I just offered, okay, if you're not trying to win and you're just going to not be that good this year and probably not be a 90-win team next year, why don't we see what Skubal's worth? Because that can supercharge this rebuild. Mm-hmm. You deal from strength, you could name your price, and you could get high quality, high caliber, everyday positional players with tons of team control. And people really were into it yesterday. So today I wanted to do something a little different as we build off of it, which is the following. Now we're going to put you, the fan, to a choice. See, yesterday was, would you consider it, would you not? Today's different. You're going to get two options. And I think it builds off of what I said yesterday, which is I think I am yearning for Scott Harris and Chris Ilitch to show us who they really are. Show me. If you're going to be serious people, and we're going to make a serious attempt to bring the good people of our city a World Series, show me. I don't want to hear about, well, when the time is right, Chris will spend. Will he? I don't have proof. Well, in the summer of 27. No. Just hear me out on this.
Okay.
Tarik Skubal is rep by Scott Boras. Tarik Skubal has 2 more arbitration seasons left. And the refrain you will hear is Scott Boras is going to take his contract and his client to free agency, and he's going to take him away from the Tigers. And you go, probably. And I threw a number out yesterday, had a conversation with a couple of people that I really do respect in baseball. $400 million is not off the table for a guy like Skubal.
Okay.
So I said, okay, well, it can't be exclusive. I dug up a piece from CBS Sports that chronicles Scott Boras signing long-term extensions with his clients with years of term or arbitration still left. And I have 8 examples.
So get the deal done early.
Right. So we're going to play a game called Show Me. Here's your 2 options. If you don't believe the Tigers are going to win a World Series this year or next year, and you believe Scott Harris and Chris are rebuilding, that this is a long Iser plan type thing, your 2 choices are the following. Show me you're for real and make a huge offer to Tarik Skubal. Screw the 2 more years of arbitration. Sign him up for the next 6, 7 years. Keep him in the old English D. Show the fan base you want to lock up your best and brightest. Show this town you're going to be a real owner. Mm-hmm. Or trade him. Peak of his value. Why is he this valuable? Because the team who gets him, they get 2 more years of arbitration. They get a left-handed ace.
Team control.
Right. So I want to put the fans to a choice. And I don't think there's a wrong answer here, guys. But what is going to be the wrong answer would be waiting and getting in a stare down with Scott Boras when you're in Detroit. And if you wanted to know some of the players that Boras got done, well, I mean, here they are. Cargo. Now, I know you got to go back to 2011, but he was a young, age 25, 4 years of arbitration to go, had just finished 3rd in the NL MVP, And the Rockies and Boris came to an agreement. 7-year deal, $80 million. Now, I know that that's paltry compared to today's numbers.
But at the time.
Yeah, let's factor in inflation. Elvis Andrus, same deal. Had a couple of years left, 8 at 120 with the Rangers. That was in 13. Steven Strasburg, 7 at 175 in the summer of 16. Jose Altuve, 5 at 151, March of 18. And again, all of these aren't equal. Some guys had a year of ARB. Some guys had 2 years of term. It's Boris doing longer-term extensions. Xander Bogaerts, it's a good list. So here's my question to everybody in this room and to everybody in Tigerland. Skubal's going to take the mound tonight. Probably pitch really, really well in Arizona. Try to get to 6-0. I give you 2 options. Yesterday's option is if you believe Scott Harris is for real and you believe that they need to supercharge the rebuild, you trade Skubal. You got plenty of pitching. Job on the horizon. You got the law firm, albeit who's hurt for the year. He'll be up here next year. You've got Matt Manning. You've got Olson. You got Mize. You got Flaherty. You got Maeda. You got pitching. Right. You do. And you bring in 2 or 3 elite, high-end, everyday guys that are either partially in the league, like a Colton Cowser, or about to be in the league. You go to Baltimore, you go to the Yankees, you name your price. Or sign them. Think about it. The closer you get to free agency, the more Scott Boras will take him to free agency. So sign him. Show your fans you're for real. You're $65 million below league average.
You got the money.
And here's the thing. If you want to tell me, Mike, it's not a good idea, he's got 2 years of arbitration, you can live in that world. But I'm living in a different world. Because if he has the 2 years arbitration and you don't want to sign him, trade him. And let's recharge this lineup. Or pay the guy. Plant your flag. You're going to be the ace here. You're going to be the next great Tiger pitcher. And we're going to sign you for the next 6, 7, 8 years. Done. And it says to the fan base that despite the fact I got to look at Javi Baez's dead body every day, you're serious about winning, you're serious about spending, and you are going to lock up your best players. So the choice is yours.
The choice is yours. Mike, I look at this and I don't think they're serious. And if you're, I don't, because the fact of it would be a mixed message. If you did sign him for this extension, but yet you're still trying to explain to me why you're playing a guy like Baez, why you're not really looking as if you're trying to improve this everyday roster. I think his stock is sky high right now. I'm going to try to trade him. If you really are in we're going to kick this can, just admit it to the people.
Right. And if you're not, and understand, Rico, you're right, is that if you don't believe you're in a position to make a meaningful run and win a World Series in the next 2 years, i.e. the next 2 primary arbitration years.
Because I think you could probably get 3-4 people, and of that, if you can get one really good and one okay player, and the other 2 just become a trivia answer, fine. But at least you've tried to improve this team, and you improved it 2 everyday spots.
Buddy, I got news for you. You're selling short what he's worth.
Left-handed ace. I'm being conservative.
Okay.
And so I'm saying you get 4 in return.
Well, the other thing, it forces Scott Harris into a position of show me who you are. See, the Erod thing, that was a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Okay, the Matons and the Veerlings, I don't want to hear about it. All right, credit for Justin Henry Malloy. God bless. Yet to see him play. The reality is, a major move, a seismic move, puts you on the main stage with the light shining down on you. Show me.
Yeah.
248-539-9797. David, your 2 options. Sign him or trade him. No wrong answer.
I'm going to try to sign him. That would be what I want to do. I want to sign him.
So it would give you confidence and credibility that Chris and Scott are for real.
Correct.
We're going to be spending. We're going to lock up our best guys, and we're going to win a battle with Scott Boras by doing it early.
Correct.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. Yes.
No wrong answers. Kenny, Floral Fridays. They're back. You didn't text me. I'm in stripes over here.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. your two options. What do you want to do?
See, this is why you're right when there's no bad answer here, because if they trade him, that just means we're getting bats that could be ready real soon. Gives you a chance to win the division. But I think I'm with David in that I try to sign him because we've yet to see any proof that Chris Ilitch wants to spend money. So we are assuming, maybe, quote unquote, that he doesn't want to. But if he does this, that means, hey, we're going to be spenders. We're going to actually put our wallets where our mouths are.
Okay. And again, understand something, guys. If people don't meet your level, you don't find what you like, you don't do anything.
Right.
But I'm just making the point that if I call Baltimore, who's in a World Series drive with new owners, the 29th payroll, and a gaggle of unbelievable positional players, I mean, I'm calling them up, and it's going to be one of Colton Cowser or Jordan Westberg. It's going to be Connor Norby. It's going to be McDermott. You're going to give me a haul, or you don't get the guy, and the next thing, it's like Moneyball. Dombrowski on line 3. I'm calling the Yankees.
Right.
And you don't want him in your division. So my whole premise of this is, look, Parker Meadows, Colt Keith, whatever Henry Malloy might be, Torkelson might be, guys, you're short on bats. Big time. Mm-hmm. As I said to Rico yesterday, tongue-in-cheek, 9-man lineup, we got 8 job openings. Mm-hmm. The only guy I have, even though he's mired in a slump right now, is Riley Green.
Right, because I guess the reason being, if you go ahead and you re-sign him, you extend him, it means that you're going to have to really go and be a serious owner.
That's
and
right.
A serious GM, and you're going to have to shore up more talent around him. I don't see that happening. I don't see them being that serious that this is what they want to do.
And we don't even need to go there. I mean, you're saying, I don't believe they're going to be good the next 2 years.
Right.
And therefore, to recharge this, to give us the best possible pathway forward, let's trade Skubal at the peak of his value.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't even need to go down the line.
Yeah.
And if David says, look, I want them to prove to me they are serious, we don't even need to get into an argument. David is saying you make the call and you go, I don't care about 2 more arbitration years. I'm going to offer $250 million. And if they say no, they say no.
Right. And because I think if it is, David, if they made that move, it would be the only move. So let me help you. I'm going to help you help yourself. You're going to kick the can down the road. I'm just going to get you more cans to kick. Here you go.
248-539-9797. Let's start the day with that. We're going to play Golf for Who. Promised we'd do that yesterday. We got Who Said It. Yes, we're going to get in the 4 o'clock. EA Sports, the trailer. College football's back. Can we get a senior citizen on an oxygen tank, a.k.a. Rico Beard, to get back into video games? It is so exciting. So much to do today.
Huh? What?